I'm here with my dog, my teammate. I'm super hyped to have my girl here. Two-time WNBA All-Star, Kelsey Mitchell. What's good with it?
What's up, guys?
7 years, 4 different coaches, and a seemingly endless playoff drought. Kelsey Mitchell's journey with the Indiana Fever has been a true test of resilience. But in 2024, everything changed, marking a long-awaited turning point in her career.
A little bit about yourself.
Oh, me, I'm a Midwestern girl, born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. 5'3" kid. It's kind of tough to come out of where I come from because it's so small, and so you get what you get. It's kind of a dense city. It's not as like a Miami or like Atlanta, so you kind of get what you get. And so I grew up hooping through my family. I come from a family dynamic of just sports. My dad was he went to school to play football. So he met my mom at Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
And that's how I was brought into this world.
Shout out to your parents, though. Shout out to your
In a candid interview with teammate Erica Wheeler that's making waves across the basketball world, Kelsey Mitchell opens up about her roller coaster career and the driving force behind the Fever's resurgence. From last season's struggles to the exhilaration of becoming a WNBA All-Star, she lays it all on the table, including her unfiltered thoughts on Caitlin Clark and the fans. Mitchell isn't pulling any punches. Ready to find out how one player's arrival transformed not just a team, but her entire outlook on the game. Let's dive in.
I was just always a safe haven. I kind of took it from there, just, utilized what I knew about it. And that's how I knew what my lifestyle was, just through hoop. I had friends through hoop. I just, you kind of gain a lifestyle, and the rest was kind of history.
Yeah. I
look back at it now, I went from Cincinnati and I went up the street to Columbus, to Ohio State University, and I was always a homebody, but I knew I wanted to get out of Cincinnati. That was clear. And once I became a Buckeye, I kind of chose being a Buckeye.
Imagine this, you're Kelsey Mitchell, the 2 overall pick in the 2018 WNBA draft, poised to take the league by storm and elevate your team to greatness. But instead of title runs and celebrations, you face season after season of struggles and setbacks. For years, that was Mitchell's reality with the Indiana Fever. A journey filled with frustration, resilience, and the search for a breakthrough.
We and E both been here for a number of years, right?
Yeah.
Y'all done been through the tough years. Well, you really got to grind it out. Tough season.
What, you had 7 years here?
All 7.
All 7. You ain't never been to another
Fever
team.
girl.
7 years, and how many years?
So I was here from 2015 to.
She was my back.
Hey, wait. Wait.
She was.
Don't count my age right now on TV. Don't do that. Don't do me like that. You know what I mean? I still look good for my age.
When Kelsey Mitchell arrived in Indiana, she was a beacon of promise, and the Fever had high expectations. But challenges came fast. 7 consecutive seasons without a playoff berth, including a grueling 5-win campaign, made success seem out of reach. Yet, despite the setbacks, Mitchell's talent remained undeniable. Averaging over 16 points per game from 2018 to 2023, she wasn't just a solid player, she was elite.
The first 3 years, you can kind of sum it up. You ain't got to give me a long story. I was there with you for 2 of them, so kind of give me what that rough patch was like, and then we can kind of skip through and get to where you at right now.
The personal success can only mask team struggles for so long. A fierce competitor at heart, Mitchell started questioning her future in Indiana. The points kept piling up, the accolades kept coming, yet something still felt incomplete. As she put it, the points were the points, the accolades were accolades, but it wasn't enough. What mattered most was winning as a team, and in those words, you can feel her hunger for something greater.
Indy, those my year 1 through 3.5. Well, let me just say this. I went through my 7 years in Indy. I've had 4 head coaches. So that within itself was kind of like, no one really knows what an experience of the black stick at the bottom. Trust me, I've been there. Trust me. So I was, that's really how it started,
Now, let's talk about stability, or the lack of it. Imagine trying to build a championship team when the blueprint keeps changing. That's exactly what Mitchell and the Fever endured. 4 head coaches in 7 years. 4 different voices, 4 different systems, 4 different visions. How do you establish your footing when the foundation is constantly shifting beneath you?
I left, it was still a rebuild stage. So different coaches got hired. And I think that at that point, we was trying to figure out whether I was keep swimming or if I would sink individually. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what would happen in my career. I didn't know how it would turn out because the points were the points, the accolades were the accolades, but it wasn't enough.
That team winning. Team, not individual. Team.
And anybody that want to compete and be a winner, you know,
It's about team.
But this is where Kelsey Mitchell's true character shines. Lesser players might have asked for a trade or let frustration affect their effort, but not Mitchell. Her work ethic became the stuff of legend within the organization. She was often the first in the gym and the last to leave, putting in the work day after day, loss after loss. As the setbacks piled up, so did her determination. She made a career-defining choice, to be part of the solution. It's easy to stay when things are going well, but Mitchell's loyalty through the toughest years, that's something rare.
Fortunate, and I just think the hand that I was dealt was like, you know, I trusted in the organization in different ways, from like the management and the people that they brought in, and so I just kind of like trusted the wave, and so I look back on trusting that wave now, and now you know, I'm here. I don't know what.
You really started over 4 times though.
I did.
Like you, every time you get a new coach, you kind of really start over because you got to build that relationship with that coach. Although the coach know who you are, they know the players they have in the locker room. It's a different ball game for sure.
I was in survival mode when I put my back against the wall, and so what everybody see now is just I've always been a fighter. You know, I've always kind of had to compete and find a different way to, you know.
And in 2023, that loyalty finally paid off. After years of individual brilliance overshadowed by team struggles, Kelsey Mitchell received the recognition she had long deserved. Her first WNBA All-Star selection. It was more than just an accolade. It was a testament to her perseverance, a hard-earned triumph after years of adversity.
I didn't know what All-Star was going to look like for me. I never really put it on not necessarily it wasn't a goal. I just knew I needed to train and do what I need to do to keep my name. Like I said, you in defense mode and everything you do at that point. And so when I got the first, and I was like, really? You know, I got a call from the WNBA. You know, you get the call.
Bro, but like you wasn't even hype. You was just I'm going to WNBA stuff. What? I'm like, hold on. I'm in the locker room like, yo. Hey, I'm like, what's up? Hey, I'm like,
man, and it's so crazy. Like, I downplayed it.
No, so bad. I need you to know. Hello, no. I need you to know you downplayed it.
My back dirty. Man, there was never a time
like that.
Hey, that's a good one.
I like that.
I always got my back dirty. Hold on, let me put that in my pocket.
Like that.
I always got my back dirty. Hold on, poke that. I always got my back dirty.
I've always had to, and you can kind of relate because you know you've had to go to different places and you know get a spot. For me, it was about keeping my name at least or my game relevant to, you know, enough to have. You know, it's been a difficult year for me from a standpoint of like personal. You know, I lost my dad 5 or 6 months ago, so that was tough. And I look back on my year now, Dub, and I'm just so grateful to be here again because I never thought, you know, for one, to be doing it without a parent. I think anybody that come from a 2-parent home don't know what that's like, or just, you know, lovable parents in general. And, you know, when I lost that, I didn't know what was going to happen. That's why I miss my dad so much now, because he was the only person that reminded me what that worth was like. And so he was aggressive and hard on me, but it came in a position of now I don't need nobody to tell me. I don't want nobody, because when I needed saving, nobody saved me.